Hello and welcome to the CPA Instruments course. This is the first video of the first module of the CPA Instruments course, and I'm really excited to have you here. We're going to just start off right now, and in this video I'm going to just go through some really simple basics as to what is CPA marketing all about. Alright, so let's get started. What is CPA? CPA is cost per action, or in some cases it's also called cost per acquisition. It's a business model that comprises of two parties. Alright, so there are two parties involved in this business model: an advertiser and a publisher. Alright, so CPA is cost per action. It's a business model comprising of two parties, advertiser and publisher. Now what happens is that advertiser fixes an amount that they're willing to pay to the publisher for generating leads or sales. So in other words, advertiser gives publisher a commission when the publisher generates a lead or a sale. Now I'll show you in the upcoming videos that it's not really hard for a publisher to generate a lead or a sale. Now I'll go into all about that in the upcoming videos. So what's the role of a publisher? The publisher promotes that offer that the advertiser wants them to promote, and the publisher gets paid that commission or that amount whenever he generates a lead or a sale. So basically advertiser pays out an amount for generating lead or a sale to the publisher, and the publisher promotes that offer for the advertiser and gets paid that amount whenever he generates a lead or a sale. Alright, so that's basically CPA for you in broad terms, basically. Now what's the advertiser perspective in this business model? The advertiser only pays whenever a lead or a sale has already occurred. So it's a risk-free business for them. They're not paying out before an action is taken, they're paying out after an action is taken, hence the name cost per action. And action can be anything like filling out just your name or email inside a form. It can also be entering your credit card details to fill out a form and purchase a product. It can be any such transaction or filling out of the form action. So basically any action that the visitor does for the advertiser's offer with the referral link of the publisher gets paid a commission. Alright, so the advertiser's perspective is that the advertiser only pays whenever a lead or a sale has already occurred. So basically they're risk free. So in this case, the advertiser can focus more on their product development, support and other activities rather than on marketing, because the publishers will do it for them. The publishers will actively promote the offer for the advertiser. They'll apply all the different marketing strategies to drive traffic, to get those leads and sales. So the advertiser does not have to focus much on marketing. So they do not even need to know what internet marketing is all about. The publisher is doing everything for them. So that is the reason that the advertiser pays out a good commission per lead or per sale to the publisher. Now because advertiser only pays the publisher an initial commission for a lead, I'll tell you what that is all about. They can sell multiple products to that lead in the back end. So let's just take a small example. Let's just say the advertiser is paying $2 to the publisher if a visitor fills out their name and email address inside a form. Alright, so even though the visitor is filling out their name and email address, they're not purchasing anything, right? But still the advertiser has to pay $2 to the publisher. Now what happens in the back end is that the advertiser can then have a whole back-end sales funnel for the visitor. After filling in the name and email address, the visitor gets added to the advertiser's list. and then they can start selling them multiple products. So now even if that visitor buys, let's say, $2,000 worth of products, the publisher is not getting paid at all. The publisher just gets paid for that lead, just gets paid the $2 uh, for the visitor to fill out the name and email address. So from the advertiser's perspective, they need to have a proper sales funnel in place so that they can sell the lead multiple times, all right, in the backend. So the backend sales process is extremely important for the advertiser. The publisher perspective, this is interesting. In most cases, the publisher has just got to provide leads, not sales, all right. So most of the CPA offers that you see, in most of them, the publisher just has to provide leads to the advertiser, which is extremely easy. Leads can be anything like filling out your name and email address, or just filling out a small survey or a form that comprises of, let's say, 5-6 fields like your address, your phone number. So whenever a visitor fills out the form, you get paid a good hefty commission, all right. So even though the visitor does not have to take out their credit card, they do not have to purchase anything, they're just filling out a simple form, the publisher gets paid a good amount, all right. So from the publisher's perspective, that's a great thing. Now even if the lead does not purchase, the publisher gets paid a commission, all right. So now in this case, please keep in mind that I'm talking about only the leads who fill out forms, all right, just forms. They're not purchasing anything. There are CPA offers in which a credit card is required, and I'll come to that in a while. But in most cases, even if the lead does not purchase, the publisher gets paid a commission just for the action that the visitor did on their part, the action like filling out a form, all right. Now this is what I was referring to earlier. There's a risk-free trial model, all right. I'll explain that in the next video. In the risk-free trial model, the customer spends around, let's say, $5, all right. Let's say a customer likes a product, so they purchase that product. But what happens is that for the first 14 days they get a risk-free trial, all right. They just spend around $5 for shipping, and they're not really spending any money for the product. So even though the customer just spends around $5, the publisher gets paid around $30 commission for that action, all right. So what happens is that the publisher sends out visitors to a CPA offer, to a risk-free trial offer, and the visitor fills out their credit card information and their address information, and then they're just charged $5 initially, all right. There is a recurring billing system in place. That's all about the backend, but initially they just spend around $5, and for the $5 spent, the publisher gets paid around $30 commission. Now if you calculate that, that's about 600% commission, which is totally unheard of anywhere, all right. So the risk-free trial model is an extremely lucrative business for publishers, because the visitor just has to spend $5 from their pocket, and the publisher keeps $30, all right. So now this is just around $30. This is no exact figure here. I'm just giving an estimate what happens. Now this is the publisher perspective. Now you'll be wondering, what is your role in this entire process, all right? I hope you have already guessed till now, but as an affiliate, you are a publisher, all right. So you'll get offers from advertisers, and you'll be the publisher who promotes and markets those offers and generates leads or sales for the advertiser, all right. So you'll get traffic to your websites, and you'll convert that traffic or visitors on your website to leads or sales for the advertiser, all right. Now to do that, there are multiple ways of doing so. There's free traffic, there's paid traffic, there are multiple landing pages that you can build, and so many ways you can get traffic and visitors to your website, or you can also send traffic directly to the advertiser. There are multiple ways of doing this, playing this role basically, but we'll discuss all of that in the upcoming modules. Alright, so the upcoming modules, I think after module 3 or 4, we're going to start discussing a lot into traffic and visitors and pages, etc. So focus on that in just a while. What happens with the publisher or as an affiliate, you'll be paid an amount per lead or per sale that you generate. Alright, so you'll be generating leads or sales, and you'll be paid an amount by the advertiser that will be fixed by the advertiser per lead or per sale that you generate. Alright, so this is your role in this entire game. So I hope right now the CPA marketing model is a little clear to you, and even though if you're an advanced marketer or an intermediate marketer who already has heard about all these terms and already knows about this model, basically the first model is just to give you a feel of what CPA marketing is, what kind of offers there are, who is the advertiser, who is a publisher, and basically explaining you what this entire business model is all about. All right, so although it's all theory, but it's interesting and real world information that you should know. So thanks a lot for watching this video. In the next video, I'm going to talk about something more interesting like CPA networks. All right, so see you then.